one is Ham Bam Bam, aka Bagar. Wait, hang on. There are two Bagars. What did he say his name was? Bagar4Life. Okay, Bagar4Life, as opposed to Bagar Forever. All right. So Bagar4Life, we are looking at the support player. What's a Bagar? Am I worried saying it out loud, chat? Should I be? So they're obviously a duo. Wait, is this an OS match? Nice heal. Gotta look out for the flank though, which is a very big mistake by you. Y'all got run over very quick. You gotta remember, like, tank lineup will always be playing on that side, which means you have to keep a lookout for the flank. Bagar also chonk, a common word used in India cuisine meaning seasoning. I see. How do you possibly know if this is on OS? I recognize a couple of names, but I could be completely wrong. This is a Masters 4 support player, just for the record, and I recognize two names. So this might be OS. These are duo cute chefs. Yeah, maybe. They appear to be burning their dinner right now, though. Fucking hell. Is this really going to end with you getting flanked by Genji again? We tried a little bit too hard with that. That was a good purpling, though. It's a bit awkward to have to spend an ulti after you've already lost people, though, so I probably wouldn't recommend that. Scout, does overbuff still exist? To track profiles? Does any site like that still exist? Jesus. That Genji is absolutely ruining your team. Reinhardt appears to have entered again. Overbuff exists. Is that the main site that everyone would use to track people? Like stats, etc.? That's purple. You actually get the value from both sides of it, which is good. The unfortunate fact of the matter is your team is still very much behind and your tank is not prepared for that, so he gets murdered. You're just going to keep getting snowballed on at this rate. He tried. That's what I thought too, but I'm just wondering if there's a way to actually just track people that, like, by rank is all. Oh. I'm glad there was at least an attempt to do that, but yeah, that could have turned out way worse. But I'll give you credit for it. That was good. It was a good ult, and I'm glad it worked out for you. I'm just I'm slightly annoyed about the fact that your first reaction is to immediately try and just flick backwards and hit that sleep dart, like without even checking for where the target is. And I feel like without actually having better tracking than that, you're going to suffer for it. Wow, that went better than expected. Rip Genji. Was removing the displayed rank of everyone in the lobby was a terrible move. It is a bit painful, yeah. But I mean, it wouldn't benefit me here anyway because it removes the it wouldn't be visible in spectator anyway. You all have 4 ults. Good lord. I'm a bit surprised that your Reinhardt player didn't go for the... Yeah, you should have 100% tried to kill him while he was in there, but at least you have the disc. Nice healing. Hyper, we're trying to reach out. Reach out to who, bro? Take cover. Good. You should have told your mate to not jump out then. That was an absolutely huge grenade off the back of that ulti, but man, he wasn't even forward enough to even try and be aggressive. That's so shit. I hate to say it, but I feel like the biggest problem right now is that you and your duo have absolutely zero synergy. That was a fucking huge sleep dart. Dear lord. I don't know what that was, but it was terrible. Again, your mate is way too aggressive for sometimes almost no reason. Like you've got to reel him in a bit. That actually hit it would have been huge. Your mate actually reeled it in for the first time ever. Love to see it. Hopefully he churns an ulti from that, which will be lovely. Missed the shot. Everyone missed the shot. That's just saddening. After all that, he blocks the ulti and then nothing gets everything from it. It's just very painful.
Come get some!
Hey, Gwen, thanks for the 42 months on Prime Gaming. Mutual love and appreciation. Thank you for keeping the dream alive. You are absolutely fucking awesome. Thank you. You need an exact BNet for either tracker GG or overwatch. Yeah, I know. You can't get the name out either, which makes it even weirder. It's very, very shitty for that. Very, very shitty. Can't believe it's on Overwatch VODs. Yeah, look, it's never going to be perfect. It won't be perfect, but we try. We try really hard.
Just one more mission.
Hey, Cassidy. Want to know the bounty Talon had on you?
Higher or lower than the one on Amari?
Lower. Damn it.
Lower, damn it. That line always gets me. Lower, damn it. Cass having a fat L, yeah. Big Gren. Oh, that was a meaty grenade. Big sleep. You gotta try getting to an off angle for this, because, yeah, your mate just keeps... Quick thing, right? I'm just gonna teach you two something, especially if you watched every single fucking, like, Blizzard World VOD I did yesterday. But, like, the main thing you want to do is that you want to make sure that you send your tank and yourselves up this way and come around to the point here. Because it's the safer angle, it's way less compacted, and it gives you the support and opportunity for sightlines from both of the sides. Don't use this path. If you use the opposite path, it's just equivalent to inting. Just don't do it. It's so terrible. So yeah, and especially when stuff like that happens and you get flanked, you immediately lose out. But if you do the flank from the other side, it's way easier to notice. That is a fucking attempt, and you are very much going to get punished for it.
I go out on my terms.
It was really hard to get that to work until it gives a mistake opportunity to get it to work when you do it with it. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you've got a tank. You should be leading effectively. Like, tank and healer duo, like, can essentially just take over all good strategy calls for these kinds of maps. So if you have any clue on how to set up, you freely take over the game. Especially when you've got all the zone control to boot too. Like, just stop fucking around and make your lives easier. Like, look how much cover you've got on this side. Like, it's so free. If you move out to the left a bit more, you can actually get a wider angle for your team as well. See? Look at that. Fat purple. Oh, never mind, you missed it. Fucking... Why'd you miss? Oh, no. Can't let the fact that you nanoed the wrong guy ever distract you from the fact that your mate actually lived on 1 health. Man, we have seen some shit today. Dear Lord. Dear Stonkin' Lord.
Secured. Let's move.
Payload. Sag. Think you're just going to take the L on this one. Die faster. There you go. So the Genji switched to Tracer, which is interesting, and he's already back at fucking 70% ult. Guys, annihilating your team.
Not the end.
Probably should have taken the high ground on the lip of the thing above you on the left there, but no biggie. Try for another aggressive sleep dart, did not work out. Nice purple, very dead, well done. Very well done. They're having tracer battles in the back, that's kind of cute.
Amplification matrix ready.
You can hear him. Your reaction was there, but it did not work out in your favor, unfortunately. At least you're still winning that fight, though, because, you know, Ramatra does things, so that helps you.
Come here to get healed.
sad roll.
Come over here, buddy.
So now he's gone Ramatra too.
Nano boost is ready. Get in there, and I'll hit you.
Why are we all bunched up here? Not moving anywhere. At least Trace already got in from the back. A little bit too aggressive. Nice sleep dart. Aren't you glad that you're being shadowed by that Cassidy that whole time? Well done. If you're not getting shadowed by Cass there, you 100% have to turn and duel that Tracer. And you know what? I'm not liking your chances so far. So, yeah, at least we got there in the end though. Have we disconnected? I don't know what he was hoping for, but your mate's got some bad ideas. Fucking all of you had some terrible ideas. That's just everyone just entered their ultis away there. Dear Lord. Just a giant waste of an ulti. Don't know what to expect from that. Don't know about that one. I feel like Nano Ramatra is a little bit impossible to stop there. That's why you need Arista to just keep knocking him back. But you know what? That's fine. We're just going to let that ride. We're just going to let that ride. For no other reason other than that's just bloody hilarious. So you nanoing without him having that form is very, very bad. Because he's not even capable of getting a decent churn out with that either. That's just a waste. Don't get me wrong, I get that he's being incredibly pressured, but that is his own fault for his positioning as well. Like, he is trying way too hard to be aggressive here. He tried. The problem is, I sense you're going to get wiped on the point in a moment, and I'm very scared. We've backed up into the open. Damn it. Oh dear. Yeah, this is... Yeah. Like that Pasadena player just absolutely annihilated all of you. That's very saddening to watch. Hey Tara, how you doing, mate? But yeah, like that entire game is just a testament to what happens when you absolutely just do not have all the DPS in check and you don't have the ability to just keep repositioning. That really it showed. There was no universe here. Like I watched it over and over again. I would think to myself like, okay, I see you doing this. Like it frustrates me more than anything, right? Like when you watch support players that they do everything in their power to keep their duo alive. And the problem is that because they're doing that, their duo gets this really shitty, like, false sense of, just consistent overselling of their aggression, and just every single time they do that, they just keep putting themselves in shit positions, and it just makes things worse. Like, your tank mate is incredibly over aggressive, and every single time you are funneling all those resources into him, you have absolutely no time to either A, like check your surroundings before you get flanked, or B, just putting yourself in a better spot so that you can like manage for everyone, not just for your tank mate. And then the other one is just being able to be aggressive. Like, you have not had a chance to actually DPS anybody because of the fact that your tank is just getting absolutely shit canned the entire time. A lot of that just purely is just because of the like, and I wouldn't be bringing this up generally, just purely because of like, you shouldn't be blaming other people for your problems. But if you're playing in a duo and your entire game plan is to literally try and open up the game for your tank, that's a fucking waste of time. That is just an absolute like overcorrection for no particular reason at all. It just makes things worse, and it does not actually bring any over end benefit. Like, the Tracer just absolutely just fucking annihilated the rest of your backline because there was just absolutely nothing that you or the Cassidy could have done without any like proper benefits like the rest of the team. It's just shit. It's just utter shit. So yeah, like, only because you two are a duo, I'm gonna have to just remind you that like playing at least somewhat conservative together and being able to at least make up the best of that really makes the difference. So just stop overselling the tank aggression and just play a little bit stronger with cover, and then just like that should open you up to actually being able to doing more with things like, being aggressive, throwing better. Like, your grenade usage was great, but there was no follow up. Like, you were just sending them for no reason at all. It's just shit. Like, it does not give you any benefit at all to like make these good plays and not have any follow up, because you're just doing them at the wrong times because you don't have any support system or backup, even as a support. Like, if you're trying to be any sort of like carry force or like augmenting force, like, you need, if you're going to do that without, like, even as a solo player, it's still manageable because you can communicate through it. But if you are with a person, with an actual fucking duo, right? What benefit are you hoping to get from that actually works out in your favor? If you have this game plan and it's fucking terrible. Just absolutely stonking terrible. All right. They have a duo. So this. All right, this is Ham Bam Bam Bam. Hamus Bamus. The Ham Bam Lord. The Bagar Bomber, so to speak. Fucking Shambali again. Actually, no worries, mate. Hope to see you again in the future. Bring your vibe, bring your mates. I have plenty more to do. Plenty. Be very good. Alright, we got Ashe gameplay on Shambali. This is your master. This is Masters, right? Right, Mr. Bam? Masters 4. Yeah, this is Masters 4. Ashe gameplay. I really want to play Overwatch again, but also not. Understandable. Fucking, that is some aggro angle we got going on there, but it's working. Should have stood a bit further back for that. At least you would have had more opportunity to damage people, but that's alright. I'm gonna say, if that shield wasn't in the way, he could have just gone to light fire instead of ADS fire and just killed off the Pharah instantly. Kill the Pharah! You're not really aware that the Pharah is there, are you? That Pharah should have been dead ages ago, bro. Stop targeting the fucking Sigma and kill the Pharah. Better. Like, literally, it's fucking double hit scan. That Pharah should be dead. And some of the comp mishears, it's seriously fun, it's fucking annoying. Of course it is. Simultaneously fun and annoying sounds exactly like what Mystery Heroes should be. That's more like it! We got the fucking kills. I love it. That's how Pharah should be punished. Where's the other bacon? I bet you he'd be fucking sad watching this game. Angle. Care of your angle. That's alright. Yep, Pharah into double hit scan. Bobo! Unfortunately, we literally activated it right in the middle of the point, but that's okay. At least everyone else can follow up on it, so it's not a bad, it's not an entirely horrible sacrifice you've made here. This year's ranks all over the place now. Yeah, we keep hearing about this, yeah. Like, I just want to destroy plats on my way back to Masters, man. I don't want to play in GM games as a fucking plat tank. I want to like get back in the swing of things. But everyone's making me play in my old fucking, like, stomping grounds. I ain't ready for that shit. Not with my injuries. It's like playing with one hand. There we go. This is the worst version of Rainbow Q because it's Oceanic Q as well. So this is probably like... I bet you, like, you know, this guy's Masters and his fucking duo is probably Silver. You can never be sure. Like, that Genji couldn't actually kill a Mercy with Blade. And you have to reload. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, I just watched that. I just had to watch that. Sweet Moses. You actually just killed a Genji with 2 punches. Enemy Sombra is GM2. Not really surprising there. He appears to be much smarter than you. Genji's Masters? Genji's awful. That Genji is not Masters. You got to at least hit one. There you go. Okay, so you got to at least hit one ADS shot before you go for those. And just as I said it, you fucking clocked it. So well done. Those are some shots you got to hit, especially on that Lucio. Jesus. Grade A clusterfuck. Time to send Bob, I think. I just realized there's no more Sombra. Some of those shots, like, you missed way too many shots for too long there, but we got there in the end. It's a bit messy. Just a bit messy. That should be a kill. I don't understand how they realize that, like, you're playing double hit scan, so they switch off Pharah, and then the other guy who was playing Sombra says, "No, you know what? I can fucking do this," and he switches to Echo. It doesn't seem awkward to anyone else. Obviously, the irony is not fucking see you later. Ramatra. I won't lie though, Echo Ramatra really charges ult quick, huh? Feels a bit crazy how far back we've had to run away from that. Which is interesting, all things considered. You really got to get Bobbin soon. You tried to coach gun out. I'll give you credit for trying to react. Oh! Anna with the plays. You're spending so much time on the back foot. I feel like you hit those shots earlier, you get Bob earlier, you save 2 points. Like 2 fights on second point. Time to use it, man. Sooner or later. Like, I'm actually less worried about the flicking and more just about the fact that you're like trying to just draw circles around your target at really awkward times when you're panicking. I think you're just panicking too much. Like, flicking's not abnormal, but half of these times you're not even flicking, you're shooting before you flick. You're like, you gotta relax. You gotta take your time with some of these shots, man. Like, if you're trying to fire at full, like, you know, APM and DPS, like, for all your DPS worth, then you'd be better off just trying to play full tracking style. But you're flicking, so take a second between your shots and just figure out when you can actually move into it.
This one's ours. Say what?
I feel like getting out on this third point to try and stop it is just never going to work. Every time I've seen it, I feel like the delay of coming back is just way too long. Oh shit. I mean, every defense side I've seen the whole day is just full of panic. You don't have any game plan of where you're going to fall back to. Or you don't have any like idea of like what to do when they engage on you, but you've got like a kit that benefits that for you. You're just not using it properly. You might as well just take the point with you at this rate. That's free. Shot. Well, like, why would you think you'd have to react in such a panic to everything though? Like, think literally. Think, you know, in the sense that like, what effort is required to actually be so worried about these particular elements of the game? It's only game. Why do you have to be scared? You know? Why would you ever have to be? Or just don't think. Yeah, do the average DPS thing and just don't think at all. Throw the dynamite, bro. Do the motions, come on. Brain's far too smooth for thinking. That's the ADC way of life. That's the thing, like every DPS that I've watched today on attack knows like when to come off the mark and be aggressive and reposition and do all that aggro shit, and they do it perfectly. But on defense, they don't recognize that the same mistakes just repeat themselves. They just get absolutely clowned on every single time. Like no matter what happens, they just get absolutely destroyed. Did you get hacked before? Okay. For a second there, I thought you got hacked before Bob came out, and I was about to absolutely lose my mind at how unlucky that was going to be. Perfect knockback. Well done. Oh dear. Oh, he lives. You love to see it. Mercy was too busy DPSing you and fucking Anna burned. Love to see it. Oh no. That's weird and kind of funny. Should have staggered. It didn't matter. They lost 4v5. I bet the low rank players just try to use their brain and think too much and overreact, creating a snowball effect. Game sense and reactions, certain scenarios, and improve your gameplay significantly. Just learn every hero's kit and how to abuse each other. It's true. But I am wondering though, like, what are they thinking about? Like, you know, like we're at a point where, like, for ourselves, like there are basics that just come naturally, right? But when those basics don't come naturally, do you just spend all that time trying to think up an excuse for why you didn't do it? Because like I've spoken to a lot of low elo players, a lot, right? And like I don't think they actually think about like any sort of consequential action at all. They don't think about like any of their outs, their ins, their ways into things. They just like there's a lot of things that we just, you know, that a higher ranked player does because it just comes naturally. But what comes natural to a lower ranked player is what? Like this is a mid-masters game, right? With a couple of GMs in it. It's not particularly like, you know, good or bad, but there are a lot of things that can be done from it, right? Just seems odd. Like you're definitely onto something, practice, don't get me wrong, but there's just so many, like, there's so many little things that are just missing from the average player's like repertoire that it just makes it so hard for them to figure out. With the game sense of a peanut, that makes perfect sense. But I mean the average. I like how you try to react to that every time and it's very close, but you're just like, not only are you just not in any position to have to deal with that, you just lose anyway. And that's something you got to realize. Wait, what are you running away for? You've got an advantage. Like, yes, Reinhardt ulted you, but you had an advantage. You had the opportunity to DPS there. Like, fucking Doomfist killed someone right as that ulti came off and you fucking ran. Like, what the fuck? That's the thing, like, people just don't pay attention to the feed. Like, the kill feed, the fucking, like, the sound cues, none of it. Like, it's just missing. Come on, hit that. Hit those, bro. Fuck. He got another ulti within a minute. Fuck, that's abysmal. That was very much a kill you could have got away with too, and you fucking duffed it. That's just, oh. Like, those clutch shots mean so much more, you know? Low rank players see in 2D. I have some Tekken players that want to have a word with you about that one. GM players see in 3D, pro players see in 4D. I see in 3.8D. Someone quote that one for when we get to his match. I hope to see some big brain shit in there, or else I'm going to be very, very unhappy. That's got to be that's a quotable. We're about to play some 3.8 dimensional chess. You are off rolling. That's always good. Even said it on stream. You're a streamer, are you? Peak rank 9 on support and 12 on DPS. And you're fucking turning up here. What a champ. I love how every time you hear hammer, you go for the fucking shot every time and you almost get out. It's cute. At least launching yourself into the sky makes it harder for him to kill you, which works for you. Well, you didn't note it in the DMs, but I need you to tell me something. What do you need a coach for? Honestly, you're just bored? Bored of what? The game or just in general? fucking overtime. In general. Life getting you down, mate. Alright, my tank is awkward. I know I need to fix some micro stuff. Is this what you've sent me? What do you mean? What do you mean and what did you send me? I mean, next anyway, we're going to find out, but like, yeah. Just fast forward this. Sigvod main Kiriko. Right. You friends with Doki by any chance? Or it's just another bunch of crazy people I got to deal with. I'm down for it though. It's nice to have some high rank players here. Keeps my life a little more interesting. You gotta stop using this window. It's an unsafe spot. They picked up 500 on tank. I'm about to say a long time ago. So about to say around about the time I probably would have in those days, those years. So just keep lasering on him, free. Notice how the rest of your team is positioning back and you're still stuck on that high ground. That's an example of just not adapting. TBH, only T2 or T3 players in my duo. Good. If they need some actual player coaching, like, you know, good for money stuff, then fucking let me know. Because I'm in dire need of more business. And it would be good to do some more private VOD reviews for the Patreon. Some good high rank shit. You hit top 500 in goats. Did you not even react to the guy coming at you? At least you killed him. At least you traded. I'll give you that. That's the GM player as well. Funny. But that's what panic looks like. Didn't even come off the high ground to like go and reposition yourself there. You knew that Tracer was there and you just kept moving. You just kept moving into place every single time. Again, those three players that got first and second in pro. I recognize some of the names. It's just been a while since I've fucking like paid attention to like high-end Overwatch. Like I still do the work because like, you know, on a fundamental level it's still very easy to notice, but like names don't mean shit to me. I just don't like I've stopped been keeping track. I'm very bad at like remembering. I really should go back to watching like more contenders, but I only watched like a little bit of OWL, which is very bad, but yeah. I've come from like a very long stint in doing league coaching. I'm back to doing Overwatch coaching again, and yeah, I've got my fundamental knowledge and I do my research. It's just yeah, names and stuff like that. Fucking goldfish. I'm a goldfish. I don't remember anything. It's very bad. Very, very bad. I'm not saying that in the sense of like ego. It's just the fact that I literally just do not remember names. I'm just so fucking bad. Unless I have like some sort of like interaction with them, I just never remember names. Really bad. Like I remember Samito just purely because of the what was it? The memes and the aim prac stuff. Like and like, you know, he's a relatively prominent like content creator. But like in regards to like half of these other like names that you mentioned in the DMs, I've just way past me. What are you doing about all the way back here? What's all this fear? Like no one's gonna run all the way down there to fuck with you, and if they do, that's very easy for you to kill them on that angle. Oh, thank you for super. It's nice. Surely that's a kill. Nice. If they get distracted enough, you actually get a chance to do that, but play with Kefri when he was in his hog phase was really odd. That's just fucking painful. Fucking hell. That Tracer just inted so hard. Holy shit. I mean, Ryan Zarya on King's Row is always fun. Got outplay for Hanzo though, feels bad. I say, I hope he doesn't waddle away from the point too far, but he's alright. He's alright. You are frontlining. I get you're the closest to the point, but like, at least try to use the cover. Just fuck, you're gonna lose that out there. Oh, you're just gonna lose out there. Ham bam, mate. I gotta tell you, the most basic piece of advice in the universe is just you gotta stop panicking. You just get every time you get driven off like your original position, you just completely forget what you're doing as a DPS and you just die. Like every single time, you're just getting driven out into the worst possible like spot, and you just waste it. You completely duff it. Just remember, just reposition, keep your angle, keep an off angle if you need to, and just keep shooting. Basic stuff. But yeah, your cooldown usage is good. Coach gun usage is all right. Like you're remembering to actually throw dynamite into the enemy team and fuck with it. It's good. Bob usage is fine, but like the whole entire time, like you're just missing shots that are just that should be very easy to hit for a Masters player. And anytime you get engaged on, your game plan just goes fucking out the window. Just relax. Try to get a proactive read on where people are coming from and take them out that way. And then if you're unsure or you feel unsafe, position somewhere else. Get a better angle. Get a safer angle. You can work with your tank and your supports to make it easier for yourself. Don't make it harder for yourself. Ugh. Overcomplicating shit like that only makes your life miserable. All right, this is it. 3.5. Wait.